Second of Nigeria, Orile-Agege Kuku died, where it is beside the Mora Zone. Alif. Inú mi dùn ìgbà tí mo gbọ́rọ̀ orin wa. Inú mi dùn ìgbà tí mo gbọ́rọ̀ orin wa. Àyà mi ya ìgbà tí mo gbọ́rọ̀ orin wa. Àlífò láàmì o. Àlífò láàmì o làwa ń ké. Inú mi dùn ìgbà tí mo gbọ́rọ̀ orin wa. Àyà mi ya ìgbà tí mo gbọ́rọ̀ orin wa. Inú mi dùn ìgbà tí mo gbọ́rọ̀ orin wa. Àlífò láàmì o. Àtìgbà táráyé ti dáyé, kò sọ́mọ ṣẹ̀ríkà tó ṣorí burú. Àtìgbà táráyé ti dáyé, kò sọ́mọ ṣẹ̀ríkà tó ṣorí burú. Àtìgbà táráyé ti dáyé, kò sọ́mọ ṣẹ̀ríkà tó ṣorí burú. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for. Malele, malele, soja koi, malele, 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 soja koi, malele, 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 soja koi, malele, 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 soja koi. Ọba ṣe ní dàmẹ́ta bọ́ sí yóò ní kọ́ńtírì. Malele, 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 soja koi. Àjọlé ọ̀pọ̀ tí yóò ní kọ́ńtírì fún. Malele, 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 soja koi. Malele, 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 soja koi. Malele, 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 soja koi. Màmá gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ sí jẹ́jẹ́ mo jẹun tán. Ló jẹ́ mo fẹ́ sùn, jẹ́jẹ́ mo fẹ́ sùn. Lọ́mọ bàbá dé, lọ́mọ bàbá dé. Bọ́mọ yẹn sì dé, bọ́mọ yẹn sì dé. Lójúkọ wá ṣú, lójúkọ wá ṣú. Bóyá yẹn sì ṣú, bóyá yẹn sì ṣú. Ọmọ yẹn wá ń ké, ọmọ yẹn wá ń ké. Olótùtù mú mú, olótùtù mú mú, olótùtù mú mú, olótùtù mú mú. Mo wá fà mọ́ra, mo wá fà mọ́ra, mo wá fà mọ́ra, mo wá fà mọ́ra. Ẹ wá wo, ẹ wá wo, ẹ wá wo, ẹ wá wo, ẹ wá wo tàbárí, ẹ wá wo ọ̀wàlà, ẹ wá wo ẹ̀bọ́là, ẹ wá wo tìyẹ́tì, ẹ wá wo làṣírí, ẹ wá wo tàbárí, ẹ wá wo, ẹ wá wo, ẹ wá wo, ẹ wá wo, ẹ wá. Ti ṣe àgòdà, màmá Puti ti ṣe àgòdà, papa Puti ti ṣe àgòdà, papa Puti ti ṣe àgòdà. Torí ẹ máa ń lò bí wọ́n lè jọ, torí ẹ máa ń lò bí wọ́n lè jọ, torí ẹ máa ń lò bí wọ́n lè jọ, torí ẹ máa ń lò bí wọ́n lè jọ. Adájúdáwò yé màmá yé, adájúdáwò yé màmá yé, adájúdáwò yé màmá yé, adájúdáwò yé káyọ̀ màmá sọ́ọ̀rì o. Tí àwọn ìṣàkọ̀ ayọ̀lẹ̀. Asamura, Orimura, Kanjidayu. Asamura, Orimura, Kanjidayu. Asamura, Asamura, Asamura. Mama Polina, Mama Polina, Sangale. Polina Tigere, Polina Tigere, Sangale. Adetumalote, 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 Mama yo, yo koko, wayo yo, Mama yo, yo koko, wayo yo, Mama want you do, wayo yo, sometimes what you want is bad, oh, wayo yo, oh my brother, oh my brother, who know jolly today? Who know jolly today? Kazeneto, who know jolly today? Who know jolly today? My boy no dey go. My boy no dey go. My boy no dey go. My boy no so fine, dem moto dey kill you. Na so fine, dem moto dey kill you. Na so fine, dem moto dey kill you. Na so fine, dem moto dey kill you. Hey, I no go marry fine girl. Hey, I no go marry fine girl. Hey, I no go marry fine girl. Na so fine, dem moto dey kill you. We dey move, oh, 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 Ghana people, we dey move, oh, I say SPG, we dey move, oh, I say South West, we dey move, oh, we got man war, we dey move, oh, I like am, oh, me I like Manuwa, I'm proud to be a woman, everything he gave for Manuwa, everything he gave to make Manuwa better. I like am, oh, me I like Nigeria, I'm proud to be a neighbor, everything he gave for Nigeria, to make Nigeria better. Let's make Nigeria better. Please appreciate that, please. Appreciate that. That's not very easy. You see, when these people were renowned grassroots per se, a leader, honorable comrade, Papa Payo, please let's appreciate it, please. We will just put us into this topic and discuss on related security issues and youth participation in politics.
Build the youth. Actually, the topic a discourse on prevailing security. Well, I came here with my own questions to the panelists, but right now I think I have to talk for myself. This is Orile-Agege LCDA, and what I know about it is that I was born in this LCDA, I grew up and I'm still in this city. But it's quite unfortunate that the issue of security, pardon me, some of you, let me use this Yoruba word, wọ́n ní taban gba ẹrọ̀fọ̀ àbí kíní kan, wọ́n máa tabarale àtàbárọ̀kọ. Just few days ago, I was driving through Amo, and these hoodlums, social miscreants we call them, destroyed my car vehicle, you know, the glass. I got Alaba is 75,000 naira. Who is going to pay that? Me? I had to do it because at the end of the day, when they wanted to address me, called me honorable comrade. How many honorable will arrest somebody and put them in the cell for 3 days? And you the citizens of this Orile-Agege will not question, and what are you wanting your money? Let's ask ourselves. That is it, and that's the truth. I can't arrest them, but it's affecting me. It's going to affect you too one day if we don't act fast. The issue of security cannot be left alone to the government alone. That's why we have many bodies like this man of war within. Many parents ignore the basic things that they're supposed to put their kids into when they are growing up. I remember, I'm a Christian, I'm a Baptist. Then I was a member of the Orile-Agege. They taught us a lot of things about Christ and how to be a member of Christ's kingdom. But now, how many of our parents are pushing their kids to church? I don't know about this now, but I'm very, very sure they have a group for that as well. How many of the parents are pushing their kids to it? I think one of them is this, what's the name? Sheriff. Yeah, thank you. I think these are places where you should send your kids to. But today, what do you see? We adopt a kind of international way of building our kids. Whenever a DJ is playing, you see all these boys dancing, and their parents will be happy. Oh, you're not sure. You'll be posting it on Instagram, their parents will be happy. And this is what we think is right for the community. It's not. But I will employ the council chairman, the whole security agencies, to come together and have a security summit. Now, let me outline my own proposed solutions to this insecurity. The last security meeting we had, I think was held here, I was present. This is the wrong place to have security meeting. Most of these dreaded boys who unleash menace on the residents of Orile-Agege, they are not even here. Look at the faces of people here. You're all dressed well. We're talking about people who hold cutlass. How many of you know how to hold cutlass here? None. If we have maybe just 2 or 3. These boys, the way they handle cutlass is just like you're watching this God of War movie or 300. They handle it perfectly. We're supposed to have security measures or meeting or summit at that Orile-Agege field, that mall, where you have them smoking their weed and you let them know that something is about to change their life, either for the good, if they listen carefully, and if they don't, they are going to jail. But here we are in the local government, everybody dressed well, we use perfume, and at the end of the day, we go out. Those boys are sitting there. Who is going to talk to them? Let's change the tactics and the approach we use for security. That's number 1. Number 2, we, myself included, we are part of those encouraging these boys. I will not exclude myself. Whenever I'm passing through, they stop. About Tuale, Alpha, Eka Mokon, Eka Jekon. We give them money. I do. Do you know what I give them? Tomorrow, they will say, boy, I'm sure Eka Jekon, go sure, back home. I'm securing myself. But just few days, I understand that securing myself is not even enough because they broke my glass. It means they can't change. So, what do? We invite them, we talk to them, and we give them something to do. They want to sleep out. It means they are already connected to midnight. Let them be the security of the people who they want to attack. Yoruba used to say, if you want to secure something, only, no more say only talk. We can involve them in the council, we give them something to do, and then we know how to go around with the security measures. That's number 2. And thirdly, the last one, like I said, I was not prepared, but I'm just trying to bring them out of my brain, is involving the stakeholders. The stakeholders, the ballers, the dignitaries, and the rest. These people are the ones who go to pay. I'm not mentioning anybody's name. I'm not saying it is the ballers, it's the dignitaries that go to build them. But somehow, these boys are connected to the owners of the land. Honestly. One of those boys, I don't want to mention his name, that was involved when they broke my glass. When I was at Marco yesterday, He was begging me, if I should arrest that boy, something might happen. We should call these dignitaries, the stakeholders all around, warn your boys. There's a way they stop 1 million boys in Ikorodu. It can happen in Orile-Agege. That's if we want it to happen. Thank you so much.
My name is Artist Ismail Agonu, Comrade Artist Ismail Agonu. I am the incumbent treasurer for National Youth Council Orile-Agege local branch. And by God's grace, I'll be one moderating the panelist session for today. But before I continue, I would like to, on behalf of the leadership of Youth Council Orile-Agege, kindly apologize for the unavailable absence of our keynote speaker. As we all know, he's not a civil servant, and emergency duties can actually come up that will demand that he won't be campaigning. So he tendered his absence apology for that coming. So moving fast and forward, just like the MC has introduced our panelists, I'll be starting from my extreme here. I have with us Mr. Orile-Agege. For those of us that actually make conversation with Agege Media, we all know him to be someone that has been lending his voice over time to the growth and sustainability of Agege as a whole. Thank you. So over time, you've been in the system. You understood the nitty-gritty of whatever it is happening in Orile-Agege, and you are one of those persons that I remember during COVID. I do look out your Facebook Live every Saturday. I think you do it every Saturday, yes. Because obviously, if I really want to know what's going on in my local government, there's a need for me to actually keep up with those that have the information. So, sir, the last 4 years, let me put that way, the last 4 years, youth in Agege and Orile-Agege, what is your overview about them? Like, are we really strategically positioned to actually move Agege forward as a body?
If you want to look it holistically, as currently now, there is an association in Canada, the Association of Agege Residents, that later moved to Canada as we speak. Just to tell you that if you are talking about talent, I always post it anywhere. On here, I always say it, I'm Agege person. Nobody can remove that one from me. I always say it and I'm always boast of it. Our youth, not that they are not positioned to lead. No. They have the ability, they have the capability to be anything in Nigeria and beyond. But the problem we have is just 3 major problems. One of the major problems we have is the society. You can't have this kind of society and you think you want to behave beyond your society. In socialization, environment is a key thing. If you are a good person, you live in a bad environment, you are going to be influenced, direct or indirectly, and it's going to shape your own behavior. So because of that, that has made some of our youth to be retarded. They don't believe they can grow beyond their own level. And by the time you are thinking in that particular direction, automatically you can progress. Then the second one is our political class. I will try much as possible not to mention names. I will try, although it's not my usual way. I go straight to the point and I need it and I have evidence for everything I'm going to say. But I will try much as possible not to name names. Because the problem does not start today. Our political class, I stand to be corrected. I'm not a youth, I always say it. Anybody that is above 45 and you are still calling yourself a youth, you are a liar. According to the United Nations, it's even 1 to 40. It's between 18 and 40, some 20 to 40. But because of our own peculiar in Africa, they moved it to 45. So you are above 45, you are still claiming to be member of Nigerian Youth Council, you are deceiving us. You better go and join another association. The thing here is this. The political class has not been able. When I say political class, I'm not talking about politicians alone. I'm talking about those people that have ruled even during the military. For some of us, we can still say about 79, 83 in Agege. Agege was known for some certain things. If you are talking about sports, forget it. If you are talking about sports, you're talking about football, table tennis, boxing, forget it. Agege has it naturally, they are natural talent. If some of you can even remember, in the 90s down to early 20s, that's what we call Paso Cup. It's like we are doing festival. Where are those things again? They've killed it. Even the playing ground that we normally use, they've bought it, they've used it to build houses. How did you want sport to even try one? So the political class are not even doing best. In terms of basic amenities, I grew up to know pipe water in Agege. There is no pipe water anywhere. When I say pipe water, public water, state government has not even helping matters in that particular area. What of the other? Go and see our health centers. Thank God for the man heading this particular place. I have to give him kudos that it's a blessing to this community. I'm very sure every Agege resident, no, I don't praise politicians. But when you have done wonderfully well, I give it to you. In that issue of health center, I give it to him. And I stand to be corrected. Nobody has ruled Agege and Orile-Agege since it has been created that have the investment in primary health education I've never seen. And I stand to be corrected. Anybody can challenge me about that. If poor people cannot have access, how did you want youth to even have access? Did you know a lot of people that have died because of malaria? In Agege and Orile-Agege here. So one thing that is important here is that the political class are not even helping matters. They politicize everything. They want to hijack every association. They want to hijack every group. They want to hijack every family. In fact, they've turned brothers and sisters to become enemy of themselves. They've divided more than what they met. And with that, you cannot have youth. Even in the same political party, you will see somebody having different capos. Before you know it, you will discover that it has get to a particular time that we have to hold our destiny in our hand. Then the third one is the youth themselves. Let me tell you one thing. When people say you should be involved, it's not compulsory you be a politician. You can be involved, not by contesting. Everybody cannot be a politician. Every youth cannot be a politician. For me, I always tell people, it is a choice. It is a choice that I don't want to be a politician, I don't beg to be one, and I never want to be one. But any youth that want to involve in politics, fine, but you must define it. Did you want to be follow politicians? Did you want to be an active, oriented, well-informed, with an open mind? Or did you want to say Papa somewhere that cannot even think and give the dividends of democracy? It is going to be a path for a politician that was born in Agege and Orile-Agege, that was raised in Agege, that schooled in Agege, and have a political position, and you cannot give back to a place that produces you. Many of them, when they become anything, they leave our community for us. They leave our community for us. In fact, I can tell you, out of the 20 local government chairmen we have in Lagos, 37 LCDA chairman, I think I know where 20 lives. And those 20, they don't even live in the local government they are running. In fact, they drop like 5 local government. I know the one that is not even living in Lagos and is a local government chairman in Lagos.
Personally, do you think the society really why we have youth that are not doing well for themselves, but because of their own personal interest?
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I appreciate everybody. I stand on existing protocols, and I want to appreciate NYC and Orile-Agege for putting this together. I know it's going to be a big task for you, and I can see you're getting into trouble already, but you'll be fine. All right, so moving forward straight to the question. Well, as a social worker, my passion is, okay, before social work practice, my early career, I just want to help humanity. I just want to help. That's what I want to do. So I thought it was medicine. I'm an extraction of different things that you see represented in here. Age 4, I joined Girls Brigade at St. Paul Anglican Church at Orile-Agege. And I don't know if Girls Brigade is still what it is or Boys Brigade is still what it is. But those days, we go to practice on Saturdays, 4 p.m. And headquarters was St. Peter's at the Cathedral. Before I play side drum and I play tenor drum. And before you do your meeting, before you do band practice, you do meeting. And in that meeting, there will be a Bible verse, there will be a teaching, there will be a memory verse, and then we'll go for camping, summer camping, and then we'll go for Equa Church machine. And then I was so short, age 4, and all I played was cymbals. I played cymbals. And I grew to side drums, and then tenor drum, and then bass drums. I wasn't allowed to do trumpet because I'm a lady. To God be the glory, I'm blessed with 3 boys. 2 of them are in Boy Scouts, and 3 of them are on instruments. Why? Because now in the course of my practice, I realized that somebody will say, the children of the rich, they buy play for them. The children of the poor, they create play for themselves. And for some of us here, I probably say I'm raised by illiterates. But by the grace of God, I'm on the peak of education. I'm doing my PhD. And my mother is also in the world. Now, we realize that when you don't engage the children, something engages them. No fault of our parents. We were all went through accidental parenting. They didn't know. If they knew better, they would give us something better. So summer for us was, am I tired? Abi? Am I rent again? My children ride age-appropriate bicycles. Meaning that when they were 2, they were doing age 2. They moved to 4, they moved to 6. And my boys are 8, and they are 9, the twins will be 10 in September. And they stop riding their bicycle, whether they are older than that bicycle. I remember that I've seen tall brothers in Agege those days. They ride small bicycles. They didn't even know the age difference. And during holiday, you rent 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you know. So, in my course of practice, I started with medicine. I went to school, I went to do medicine, microbiology, direct entry. I did direct entry. I was working in St. Nicholas. And I always say, anything I want to do, I promise God I want to be the best. I beg God to be the best. And I say, on a lighter note, if I'm going to be a prostitute, I'll be the best in town. I won't take less. So I was doing my learning practice, St. Nicholas, Broad Street. I live in Orile Street at Agege. I earned 9,000 naira. I spend 7,500 on transport every day. I look stupid to you, isn't it? Looks very stupid, but guess what? If you see my CV today, and you see that I work in St. Nicholas Hospital, I run hospital in Agege, will you not consider me first? Number 1. Number 2, if I said at home, I will spend more. Now, I left medical practice when I learned that in medicine, it's a business, so forget it, medicine is a business. There's a commercial part of it, they don't help. So if you bring in an emergency and you don't have money, they attend to you. That's the business side of medicine. Maybe my early childhood in the brigade prepared me for that job. But I realized that there's something called social work practice, not common in Nigeria when we started. And I went to pursue a master's in it. But I have a lifelong question that I'm still asking to today at PhD level. Why are the poor continually poor and the rich are continually rich? Why? That's the summary of all my research all my life. And I studied that, yes, on my again, local living mind. A job, Lekki, local Lekki. If you think Lekki is the elite community, go to indigenous Lekki community. Why are they poor like Agege? If you come to Orile-Agege, you come to Isalioja, come to Ashade, come to Ola-Abua, you see how we look like. Go to the indigenous Lekki community. The Omoniru, may God bless his soul, actually moved when he did ShopRite and they did the Oniru Palace, their family houses and all that. The Oniru family rent their apartment and move inside. I have studied at master's level, at PhD level. But when civilization comes to local people, they move them back home. Guinness, of Accra, they live in that place, and they go to fetch water there. When Dunlop came, Guinness came, they push them backward. So I need to ask, maybe they are looter in my blood. I need to ask them, why are they not fit for the city they are created? Right? And we begin to research. So this is what I found out. And these are evidence-based. Evidence means I have found this from research, and some research before my own I've also found it. One, in my last one, I studied the livelihood, the living condition, and the lifestyle of urban indigenous people. Agege is an urban indigenous community. So I'm going to study urban indigenous community in Canada, in US. You know, you do teacher review. Both of us, they help us write projects. You don't understand. Don't worry. For those who understand what I'm talking about. So globally, indigenous people, they are like this. They lose their ancestral land. They lose that. There's a new culture now. That curfew in Ikorodu is wrong, Gabi. In Orile-Agege last week, we have coronation of Oluwo, and some people looks like these people are crazy, isn't it? They are not. That's their culture. That's the essence. That's what defines them. So we move on from there, and then when we studied all these parameters, we found out that there were two theories. I will not bore you with the theories, but I'll give you the summary of the theories. One is social interaction theory, and the second one is social learning theories. Now, what does this theory say in summary? Social interaction. Everybody knows that smoking is bad, isn't it? If I feel smoking makes me feel good, then it remains good. How I interact with whatever I do is what makes sense to me. That man, I feel maybe the most handsome in the hall, apart from, I don't call them international, because I don't put me from join the one they are ready from because they are here. That man in glasses, I can see you're wearing a photochromic glasses. Yes, now, frameless, with the gold strings, and then he's wearing an orange cap. If to me, that color is blue, hello, it remains blue. And it remains good blue. So, now, it is how I have interacted with anything that matters. The second theory, social learning. Amos is a senior comrade, isn't it? And he's doing fine, having 4 wives living in one room. Because that will not be a portion by God's grace. And we believe in the by God's grace. If I feel that I see my senior, my brother, living in one room with 4 wives, and the children are not going to school, and I judge him successful by my social interaction, then if I live my life the same way, it is not a problem. What does that mean to everybody here? The way you live your life, the way you live your everyday life, you are actually impacting on somebody, either knowingly or unknowingly. So when you now come to home now, I bring it home to us. I'm going to have one last sentence. If you feel that as a social worker, what is accounting to our problem? Yes, I have explained to you parenting, environment, government policies, inefficiencies. But I'm going to rest it on my own personal view. I had a program on Saturday for people who joined. One of my friends is writing a book. It's called Unlimited by Design. For me, I am unlimited by design. Those who work with me knows I'm very difficult. As I know, so I'm very difficult to work with. So, whatever the excuse is, this is my final thought. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you want to do. I am born in Agege. My parents are illiterate. I went to primary school. I went to Osu. I went to Lasu. I am now in Unilag. It doesn't matter. What matters is I want to compete conveniently with my peers globally, and I want to be the best in what I do. So if that is your drive, go for it, get it, and ignore all excuses. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The first one is strategy. What is strategy? What do I need to plan my success on a long-term basis? I just joined the police at age 56 as a lawyer, as a PR practitioner, as an HR practitioner, because of the insecurity in the country and the future I am planning for myself. Rigorous exercise, and we are going back for another one. So are you here? You need to go back and continue your education. You are saying I'm too old. Okay, God will help you. Strategy. What do you need to put in place? Look at our leader, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Before Baba said the below come, Baba ti ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ̀. So iṣẹ́ wo ni wọ́n ṣe lẹ̀ báyìí? Tó máa fà ẹ́ lọ́wọ́ lókè sókè lọ́la. How many of you are even involved in politics at your ward level? How many of you will wake up and say there is a pothole on our street? Let me buy a bag of cement and go and fill it. When I became a lawyer by the grace of God in 1989 at the age of 23. And I started my career in the legal unit of Central Bank of Nigeria. And I saw that they could improve on what they were doing. I went to my director, I was not afraid, 23-year-old. That's sir, we can improve on this. And he said, Jide, can you do it? I said, give me the opportunity. And we went to the governor, they discussed it and allowed me. And we transformed it. So strategy, what plan are you putting in place for your future? Number 2, uniqueness. What makes you unique? Basobo. Àwọn kan tí wọ́n fẹ́ràn aṣíwájú Jagaban of Africa. Wọ́n á ní bàbá yìí, ó ti sọ àwọn èèyàn di ẹni gíga. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Are you investing in people? Ṣé o lè wẹ̀yìn kó ráwọn èèyàn àwọn eléyìí ẹ̀yìn mi náà wà? And I'm talking to those who are not even youth now. Help the younger ones. Encourage them. And that is what I'm here to do today. And be unique in what you do. And you, youth, let people know you for who you are. And on uniqueness, I will give out all this money if you pass my question. Any Christian here? You know, Moses sent 12 spies to Canaan. True or false? If you can name 8 of the 12 spies, I will give you this money. It's about 45,000 naira. Give me those. In 7 seconds, name 8 of the 12 spies. 8. I'm not asking you to name all of them. Oh yeah, please. 5 seconds. Name 8. Give me the microphone. 8 of the spies. You only know 2. Can you see? Oh yeah, come and take 500 for the 2 you know. So who are the 2 you know before I give you? Caleb and Joshua. Is that teaching you anything about uniqueness? Yes. May you be remembered in your locality long after you have gone. Nobody wants to know any other spies apart from Caleb and Joshua. They were the only relevant ones. Ṣé bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ nìkan ló ṣòṣèlú nígbà tí wọ́n? Yeah. God bless you. Be unique. Number 3, character. Character. Who are you? Can you be trusted? This Lagos, I came in like an ordinary person. And by the grace of God, people have helped me. Major generals and those who just met me. Can you be trusted? Shall they call 200,000 fún ẹ fọ́sẹ̀ méjì? Tàbá dẹ̀ bèrè kówó yẹn pé. If you have character, helpers will come your way. And when you go near rich people and you are targeting their money, they will close their door. But when they know you can be trusted, they will draw you in. I have examples. One of my boys is in the US now, an Agege boy too. I sat him down, lectured him, and he obeyed. And suddenly he became a very good friend to a special advisor to governor, who became commissioner. And his life transformed, built his house, got good business. So if you don't have character, I'm sorry for you. So this program is telling you, Lord, you are a father. Joseph had character. And in Genesis 41, he became a prime minister from a prisoner. Number 3, choice. Kí ló fẹ́ fàyè ẹ ṣe? Ìgbà tí pàpá mi kú, tí mo rí bàbá ńlẹ̀ tó ń kó òwò sí wọn nímú. Ẹni Ọlájídé, èmi náà dẹ̀ fẹ́ràn nílé ẹ̀ JD, kò sẹ́ni tó pé JD lárọ̀jọ́ kejì ló dọmọkùnrin. When I got to the school, they wanted me to join secret cult in Uniben. And they thought I was the son of a rich man. I said, my father has me, I don't have father. If you like, be smoking him. Mess up the prison is waiting for you. And you can see what Marwa is doing now. They will soon arrest you. Hush puppy, rained and shouted and was everywhere. At the end of the day, he's in prison in America. If the Nigerian law won't catch you, the global law will catch you. So if you like, any parents, let me enjoy your life. Daddy, Dangote Dangote. Dangote
ẹ má jẹ́ kó ọmọ kan fún yín lápá attention ọmọ tó bá fẹ́ yà ẹ̀wọ̀n ti wà láti bíbélì ó kù mélòó mo ti sọ strategy uniqueness character choice ó kù mẹ́ta excellence it's not my father's work tó bá lè ṣe bí pé iṣẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ ni o ò lè ní lọ síwájú anything you are given to do it very well people will raise your hand and help you. Number 6, sound mind. Sound what? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, tẹ́ bá láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tó fẹ́ bá yé jẹ́ ẹ̀sùn sẹ́yìn fún wọn. Before coming, I was coming in the morning, I phoned, I could not get through. I had to go back for a TV program. Sometimes I have about 4 TV programs. I have a lot of things to do, but I'm enjoying them. Ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan da orí yín. Be bold, be brave, know where you are going. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀ ń lo alọ́mọ, Ọlọ́run aṣáájú yín o. Tó bá yá tọ́wọ́ ń gbọ̀n, tètè ń gbọ̀n, tójú òrí náà dáadáa mọ́ alọ́mọ tẹ́ ń mú lónìí ní ìmọ̀ ọmọ tẹ́ ń mú. Take care of your health. And finally, solutions. What did I say? Youth, are you listening to me? Solutions. If you can provide solutions, you will be relevant. And that is the truth. I provide solutions in Central Bank. I became the grandson of the director. Obviously, grandson director. And I enjoyed myself. We were going everywhere. So anywhere you get to and you see a problem, try and solve the problem. And God will make way for you. Agege is a great place. One of you will promote the bread to White House in America. Say amen. I was in the US. I met some Agege guys. With heavy muscle. They go over here, so Agege na. It is not where you are. Finally, one of you will say, my parents are poor. If your parents are poor, it's not your fault. But if you don't succeed in life, it is your fault. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Quickly, when we talk about youth, a youth at heart, and we also have youth at passion. While we also have youth and youth. There are two different things. Majority of politicians or leaders see our youth as youth. Whenever they hear the youth are overgrowing, not minding of what they want to offer intellectually, what they are bringing to the table. But I don't blame them. I blame few of us that are letting them to judge the rest of us. We have youth that are responsible. They will go by their normal routine in life. While some will be at the junction, who is responsible for that? Is it me that make upright, or you that you are being busy with your daily feeling? Now, let us look at it this way. We are talking about insecurity. Who caused it? Is it the youth themselves, the government, or the parents? Who is to be blamed? Let us tell ourselves the truth. One, the parents. Majority of parents, what we are seeing here today, what we are experiencing, what we are breeding, the Boko Haram that we are breeding, that you don't see, you don't take it serious. It is the parents that give us this headache. One, majority of parents will say because they are looking for their daily bread, they will not come back to 10 and 11. In Bodiomoyewa, láti school. But that want to motivate them, want to mentor, what should you do, what should not tackle it. But I want to tell you the truth. The government on their own part, while the parents on their own part. And you as a youth, what do you want to do as an individual? Let me quickly brush through how I become where I am today. As a stand, I'll put stop here, while after the program we can have one-on-one conversation on this. Thank you, but together we can always build a better Nigeria by building the youth.
Thank you very much. 2 words, your parting word to the new companies. Your parting word, 2 words.
Be responsible.
Thank you very much. Yes, ma'am.
coin. And for the girl child, remember Mercury life. What that means is that when we're growing up, for the male child, the brother that is introducing to Islam and Atobaja and all sorts will give, when they are smoking, they will put on coil so that daddy and mommy will not hear the smell. And for many of the girl child that were abused, raped, date rape, familiar rape, was a Mercury life. So that is something that we need to watch out. Then I said, okay, I can't go through this. Another thing I want us to understand is competition and strategy. We are competing with the world, not with another Agege person. So are you positioning yourself to compete with the world? I don't look at what my peers do here. I look at what my peers do globally. And if you are positioning yourself very well, whatever your competitor is doing will not be a problem to you, like what you are facing this morning. And also, I said positioning. Position yourself. Mr. Olobo, it's about networking and networks. But even if you have the network and network, are you where you're supposed to be to find the opportunity you need to be? And also, I talk about, there's a journey called from self-discovery to personal development, from personal development to personal mastery. Once you find these three things, on these three things, I build my career, I build myself, and that's what I sell. But when you find these three things, the honest truth is, know where you are, know where you're going, and know where you look for where you are. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We feel
Thank you. I will use acronym. This is the solution Orile-Agege used. I form it 8CA. Father, I just put it together now. 8CA. AIDCA. 8CA. If you want to succeed in this Agege, Orile-Agege, all together as Agege Federal Constituency, put this acronym as your watchword. Always, irrespective of what you are doing, the kind of work you are doing. 1, A is attention. Whatever you are doing, let people know you are doing it. Let them know you for that. When they need you, they will call on you. I, interest. Make sure you have equipped yourself to the extent that when the opportunity comes, they will not think of another person and be best in what you are doing. Then the D, at that particular time, always have a personal desire. Don't let Aligala boys, Okoba boys, Isayoja boys, Okoketo boys, don't let them derail you. Have a desire of what you want to be. With the glory of God, I'm a PhD holder, I lecture mass communication, I hail from Agege, and I'm always proud of that particular person. I'm a lecturer, I'm a journalist. But one thing that is important, have a personal desire what you want to become. Your parents may not go to school, but they give you the best name. Give them the best name too. Then you see conviction. At every point in time, look at yourself, check yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Am I supporting my society? Let me tell you one thing. If we don't do something about all these Awawa boys, all the boys on the streets, they will make our life miserable. Only if we don't live around. If we don't live around, you will be coming once in a while. They are waiting for you. And that is the reason why everybody must be involved. Have a conviction you are doing the right thing and always help another person. The last one, which is A, is action. All this talk, I will do this for you, I will do this for you. You yourself makes a person yourself you want to contribute. You have a portfolio that will not require more than 3 shovels of sand. Feel it yourself. If you are waiting for those people to feel it, you are just joking with yourself. Take an action today and you see Agege and Orile-Agege be a better place for all of us.
Thank you very much, sir. With that, we've come to the end of our panel session. I would like to appreciate each and every one of us for taking our time to listen, and I would like to appreciate our panelists for their wonderful time they spent with us. Thank you very much. See you some other time.
The youth, you have to get involved in politics. It doesn't matter the party, it doesn't matter. But while you are doing it, make sure you have something doing. Whether you're a tailor, you're a lecturer, or you work, you must have something doing.
community so that you can have a voice. If you join politics and you don't have anything doing, you cannot talk. Nobody is going to listen to you. But you'll be able to talk when you have something that you are doing. Because certain times you don't want to say certain things in order to not to offend certain people. But if you are self-sustainable, then you'll be able to talk. Thank you very much. The last thing I want to say, listen, the older generation now has locked the door of the younger generation. We must do something about it. Thank you.
Please connect us.
What's your name?
Adegbero Nuruddin.
Okay, how do you feel to be here today?
Well, it's so wonderful. Anything that has to do with the youth, we are talking about the future of the country, and it's so important that I have to leave all my schedule, at least to make sure I'll be part of the program.
All right, wonderful. Okay, so when you were speaking inside, you said it is not a must for you to participate in politics. What other way do you think the youth can come in?
One thing there is that when we talk about politics, people always think that everybody must be a politician. You don't supposed to be a politician before you participate. And one of the things that you have to participate is that you must make sure that you register as a voter. That one is the first one. And at the same time, within your own area, you make sure that anybody that is going to represent you as somebody that is dutiful, truthful, and somebody that you can really vouch for. So you can mobilize within your own without even being a politician to make sure anybody that represents you is your matter, and you must also be involved. And at the same time, there are some certain things you can do for your own community without even allowing somebody to see you. You just have to do it. For instance, now if you see that a particular gutter or drainages had been mismanaged, you can easily walk to people and tell them that, please, if flood happens, it's going to affect us, it's not going to affect any other person. You try much as possible, encourage people to do good. And if there is like potholes or anything within the community that is within your power that you have to do, then you have to just do it. And you should know you are contributing back to that society that produces you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Wow. What am I offering to Agege that I have not been offering now? I've been offering a lot to Agege, and chances to do more by 2022 are there. Today, for example, we are giving out free DP forms to deserving, all of them deserve it, but we have to do a test because a lot of people applied for it, and we have to do a test for them. For the people that got 50% and above during the test, we give them free this form today. We also set up free tutorial center for because education is very important. We need to educate these kids because that's the fundamental right of any youth, education. So in terms of education, there will be a lot that will be going on. So though I'm contesting as a lawmaker, in which case there will be so many laws that will be involved in passing for education and other sectors. But again, an average Agege person, an average woman or man, does not even know what a lawmaker is. He wants to know, you are representing us. What are you doing for us in our locality? So it's very important to speak their language. And the language is the fact that we will build your schools. We will make your kids go to school. We will build hospitals for you. We will build markets. That's what they want to know. But virtue of that, even as a lawmaker, you have to do in your constituency. Thank you. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, I think they are threatened by my expression because look, like I wanted to advise you properly, but I wasn't giving the enough opportunity. If you have something you are doing and you don't depend on government to survive, you'll be able to talk, you'll be able to think, you'll be able to do the right thing. But because a lot of people in our society depends on the state depends on government, they are able to, even when they see something that is wrong, but they cannot say anything by virtue of their livelihood being taken away. So you're going to see a different Agege come 2023 because there's a lot in plan to make sure that our people are free and actually enjoy the actual dividends of democracy.